Hey watch kids, it's Peter Von Panda here. Just wanted to quick show you my Rebosus. This is the RS002. It's an XXL watch. It's a very large watch, one of the larger watches you can get today. It is 51 millimeters across on the crown, and it is I believe 62 millimeters from top to bottom. And so this is as big as some of the diesels. It's Rebosus is a German brand. It uses a Miyota movement, which is going to be similar to like the Urkraft watches, both in size, a little bit in style, but the movement is going to be the same. And this one is the Chronograph. It's still got the plastic on the back here. It's a leather band, and it's pretty big. I think it's about 13 millimeters thick. But this is a pretty bold looking watch. If you're going to wear this thing, people are going to notice it, and you have better be prepared to look and dress pretty manly. It's got the hardened mineral crystal. It's got a screwed down cover over its crown here, and it looks kind of like some of the U-boats or the welder watches, but it's a fairly affordable watch given how massive and sturdy it is. This I think retails for about $500. You can find them online for about $300, and it's a nice watch that'll get you noticed. A couple things that I have noticed here when you're going to wear this is that I have about a 7.5-inch wrist, so about an average size wrist, and because it's got this top and bottom fixed plate, the area that it crosses across your wrist is pretty large, and so those leather straps almost fall straight down. Whereas if you're wearing a diesel that doesn't have quite as deep or has the arms connecting to the watch band, some of those drop a little bit lower than the case itself, and so it starts to follow the natural curve of your wrist. And this one's pretty big. If you have a bigger wrist, this will probably look better on you, but if you have a smaller wrist, especially if you have a 7.5-inch wrist like mine or smaller, it might look a little funny. It's gonna be a little bit lopsided because it's not going to have a nice curl around your wrist. The other thing I have noticed here too is that the complications, the glass is pretty flat, but it'll be a little bit hard to see here, but everything is pretty flat inside of the watch face. Everything is kind of right at the same plane. There isn't a lot of depth to the inset dials. So one of the things to notice is that it has a little bit of a look like everything is printed onto the faceplate, which I think it is. So there isn't a lot of three-dimensional look to the subdials, which isn't really a good or bad thing. I tend to like a little bit of depth. It kind of gives the watch kind of even a more milled machine look. But other than that, that was something that was a little surprising to me. So it's got date, stopwatch, chronograph. It's a real cool looking piece, and definitely pretty tough looking. So check it out. Rebosus, German, just like the Panda. Later. Woo! Woo!